All right, we're back after a little bit of a pause. Today, or the rest of today, we're going to look at a couple of concepts, and then we're going to try a problem together dealing with this idea of a universal set. Okay, so what a universal set is this is the, let's say this is the possible values x can be. Okay, so what I mean by this is let's define a universal set. Let's just pick some values. So I'm going to say that my universal set, and we use the letter U sometimes with a little blackboard bold on there. The universal set I'm going to say are, let's say, x such that x is between 0 and 10, and let's say that x is an integer. So for the rest of the problem that I work on, the only thing I can talk about are the integers between 0 and 10. Okay? So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. There's 11 of them. We got that. Well, that's the frame. That's all that we can talk about. This doesn't include the negative numbers, obviously. It doesn't include any number bigger than 10. So it's kind of narrowing in my frame, like we had a whole picture of all the numbers, and now I'm just saying I'm only considering those. And then from there, what if I said that A is, let's say, the multiples of 2. All right, so if A is the multiples of 2, well, the multiples of 2, technically, we could go -4, -2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all the way up there. But when I'm only locked into the frame of the integers that are between 0 and 10, that limits my scope. So my actual A values, the only ones that I can consider are going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And I have to stop there because that's where my universal set ends. So the universal set kind of bounds me. Now, thinking about what those are and what that is, well, what's left in the set? If I just went and I plucked out those 5 numbers, what would be left? Well, the set of values that would be left would be 0, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So these are the values that are not in A, but they're in our universal set. So what we call those, the way we represent that, is A dashed or A prime. Okay? And what this is so A dashed or A prime. And the fancy word we use in mathematics for this is the complement of A. So what the complement is it's the other things that are in our universal set that aren't in A. Just like when we did complementary angles and they had to add to 90, so 90 was our universal set. If I've got one value, whatever's left is the complement. That's what's happening here as well. It's basically the same concept. So our universal set defines what we are able to look at and what we're able to select from, and the complement says what's not in that A. Okay, so This is a really important thing for later on when we're dealing with probability, when we're going to go into Venn diagrams, which is another way of displaying sets of information. We're going to be nailing this and then talking about this again. It's just really important that you understand what's going on. I think that's pretty good. And I think that that would be pretty clear for you. So just a couple of rules that we have to have. As you can see listed here, and this is in your textbook, but I think we should mention it. Notice the upside down U, that's the intersect. So A and its complement represent an empty set because there's nothing that can be in A and also not be in A. They just, that's not possible. Similarly, the union of A and its complement have to represent the universal set. You notice that's true because these are the numbers 0 through 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I do this, my intersection or my union would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The union is both. And finally, if I know the number in A, which in this case is 5, and the number in that aren't in A, which is 6, then my total number, because I'm starting at 0 and going to 10, has to be the sum of those two, which in this case would be 11. I think with that, you are dangerous enough to start trying some problems. I'm going to recommend that you do every problem that's assigned, especially the one because it's only must-dos for this. But yeah, this will give you some time to practice so that these concepts are super clear. I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. Au revoir. Now I have to shut this down, so when I said goodbye, it kind of didn't work out. But now I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.